By popular demand, I bring you the United Auroran Federation. Meet our captain, Rocket Launcher. We begin with 20,000 credits, a single ship, and the will to survive. Ah, here we are, our first fight. Let's go. Poor mule. My Starsector careers always seem to start out this way, by bullying this poor ship. Hello there, cryo-arithmetic engine, and a little conflict package. And on second scoop, an alpha core. Well, that solidifies some of what our mid-game plan should be. The Moreira is a great starter carrier. For 10 deployment points, it's as good as a vanilla Condor. Except that a Condor has a top speed of 40. This has a top speed of 120, so it can get into position much faster. I was going to upgrade the fleet and get some nice cruisers with my 1,000,000 credits, but that's a lot of colony items. The Brave Bros are formed. The pirates are the first to notice my colonies. They tried to do exactly what you'd expect. Poor, lonely Eradicator. Boom! Ouch. Dang it. No. Luckily for me, my fleet is more competent than me, and manages to play cleanup successfully. We have another problem. And that problem is that the pirates came back with a lot of ships. Charge! Die, Eradicator. I'm honestly pretty tickled by how well my little fleet of frigates has performed so far. That was good. Did you know that all of the UAF's core worlds are marked as free ports? You can actually just fly in and fly around in all of their systems with your transponder off if you want, and they won't bother you. I make a pit stop to turn in a bunch of survey data at the top secret trade hub on Favonius. However, I do not earn enough funky currency to buy a cool new ship. Dang it. I found 2 more Class 5 survey data in another place that I store my stuff. So now we have a Lilaru, subclass IRS edition. Let's go kit it out. Okay, so this is the fit for now. The Lilaru IRS edition is not very fast, but it is armored, and it has some hull. So in contrast to what we've been kind of doing with the super fast strike frigates, zipping around, this would actually benefit from being more in like a line formation. And we'll get to that maybe once we accumulate some other UAF ships that are slow and chunky. But for now, I'm gonna fly it, and we're going to try and just challenge other large ships. So to do that, we of course have stuck the integrated targeting unit on it for bonus range, solar shielding, so we can be fit to fight when we get places. We'll S-mod those in later, but because I'm on progressive S-mods, this ship needs to earn experience points before it can have S-mods. So gotta do some field testing. Our main rockets, we have 2 Salamene MSM pods, which is the UAF's version of a disabling missile like the Salamander, except I think, yeah, they do EMP damage. So in addition to aiming for engines like Salamander's AI does, they will also just shut down all sorts of things. So those are great, and they're kind of something you can fire and forget. Very nice compared to trying to use mini Braves, which take a lot of active attention. So our main cannon is Surexa 2, the multi-purpose version, so it's good, mildly good against everything. The flux damage ratio is 1.5, which is not great, but, you know, it's 800 range, and it's 100% damage to everything, so we're going to use it. A very chill gun to have, not a lot of focus required. In 2 of our medium slots, we have MedLav support for anti-shield, shield cracking, 900 range, so I've kept everything in the 800 and 900 range. And then our last weapon is Ivory Rapid, which is just anti-armor, so that's our one killing gun, basically. And then the rest of these slots are all just various kinds of point defense, whatever I had on hand, whatever I could find in market. For whatever reason, it seems consistent across playthroughs. I can never get enough UAF-specific point defense until late game, like when I can, you know, print my own with heavy industry. So anyway, I will get back to you when something interesting happens, or when we get into a fight with this bad boy, and we'll see how it performs. All hail, Brother Alpha. There, a colony that is making a profit, and might be able to defend itself a little with a few more upgrades. Okay, we have our field test for our new Lilaru. Thanks, pirates. Thanks once again for interrupting my important business. I forgot that the shield arc on this thing is tiny. No, not my engines again. I get in some good hits here. Og, my engines! Drifting, no thrust, no pressure, focused, spinning, enjoying the beauty of space. Help. Take that, pirate scum. Look how she chews through the armor and hull. Don't mind our flux buildup. Don't look at that part. Pirates require goods. I have the goods, and I need the cash. Just don't tell the Queen, okay? Our first UAF capital ship of the run. Notably, I've grabbed it because it comes with my favorite ship system, I think on an offensive ship, which is a directional dash that launches targeted flares. Which is of course just silly. I will be personally piloting this lovely potato, and as you can see, the armaments on it are somewhat cursed. Don't look at them. All right, here's our next bit of target practice. Time to try our new ship, okay? We definitely have a flux buildup problem. Evasive lunging. Boom. Yeah, cannon works good. The hegemony declares war. Alrighty then. We have here 2 invasions headed for Citadel Arcadia. I intend to stop both of them, personally. Okay, there. I've got them all on screen. Let's begin. Well, this is somewhat rough. Have I mentioned that I hate the little green missiles? Boom. Take that DEM, Pegasus. Ow. I am once again the fool. Vengeance is mine. Round 2. Definitely the dregs of the Persian invasion fleet at this point. Ramming speed, lol. Man, I hadn't thought of using this system for this, bullying smaller ships by headbutting them. How could I forget? Another eagle down, and they're defeated. Okay, hegemony invasion fleet time, let's go. I love driving this ship. Boom. Why are invasion fleets only sending, like, eagles mostly? Invasion crushed. I think we're done here. That was less dangerous overall than I thought it would be. Okay, here we go. Found the bioengineering station. Don't ask questions about why anyone would make this. Biomodification officer skill. Bonus time flow, damage dealt, bonus speed, bonus maneuverability, and damage reduction. We lose some combat readiness, but now rocket launcher is even more monster than man. In my very own home system, the hedge sends its fleets to pester me. Reaper dodged. Ow. Why? No, Breves, why you betray me? Feels like everything is slightly underwater. Or maybe I'm just tired. Did I mention there's no way to remove the biomodification? The ability to sidestep off of the line of the Onslaught's main cannons is silly. Kaboom. Meanwhile, in a Luddic path-controlled volume of space. What the hell are all these gremlins? Watch them go. What is this? This is the most planets I've ever seen in one system. If I were going to play this save for IRL months, this would be the place to take over. I have perfected a new design, the shotgun. It's dumb, but it's fun to use, and it works. Something hilarious has happened. The Aurorans have taken Coatl, which is in the same system as Chicamozstock. So we're going to assist them in this fight for fun, even though I don't really have the Marines to be yoinking a nanoforge or taking over the hegemony's largest planet. Oh, my rockets are not effective. Honestly, the AI ships do most of the heavy lifting here, and the station goes down. I don't have really any Marines to capitalize on this victory, so I guess we just leave. And by leave, I mean do a little off-screen piracy. What a fun-looking bounty. I don't normally end up fighting the Luddic Church, so it'll be interesting to see if I can take down an Invictus with this fleet. Dead venture. Volley 1. Volley 2. God, it's tanky. Got him. Now we turn on autopilot and let the AI clean this up. We leave one hound alive to tell the tale. At this stage of the campaign, we're actually kind of winning. Second place on population, and first place in terms of total ship production via heavy industry. The hegemony is our only real competition. I am recording this fight because there's good odds that if RNG isn't in my favor, I'll lose. The Luddic Path has decided to come at me, so instead I brought the fight to them without really looking at how many fleets they'd have before I went. So let's go. 475% difficulty. I have faith. Launch torpedoes. Fights like this are why I don't mind running things that make the player's fleet a little more powerful. Average fights may become easy in a modded campaign, but overwhelming fights may become possible. Power wave. Never gets old, seeing the shotgun blasted torpedoes go, and there goes the station. Boop of death. Now that all the big ships are down, we let autopilot finish this. Actually, we've been flanked by, I hate to say it, Ventures and Colossuses. Colossi? Let's retreat and reorganize. By the Queen's ice cream, they still have so many ships. I did not realize this. We are cutting our losses and getting out of here now. I've reached the unholy level of 4 S-mods on my flagship. I had not really planned on this dumb hammer launcher being my main ship for this long, but it's just so silly that I couldn't quit. The path brings the remains of its fleet to me. With the power of my Alpha Core piloted orbital station, the Luddic Path fleets are, well, something of a sad joke. You may have noticed that we're kind of steamrolling the micro portions of engagements in recent battles. Honestly, Captain Rocket Launcher is close to max level, and he has 10 level 6 officers behind him. We are truly in the endgame, and the main opponent of the endgame is how boring it can get. This is because the struggle is mostly over, unless I encounter a giant fleet like that Luddic Path one, or unless I want to grind out Conquering the Galaxy, run the modded special bounties, or something. So I have just one last thing to show you. It's time. I know they're going to cause my planets major trouble later, so this is a completely justified preemptive strike against the Persean League. They don't call us the Breve Bros for nothing. There she goes. Goodbye, station. All defenders must be defeated before you can do a bombardment or invasion. The defenders are 2 drams. A little tactical bombardment, a little disruption of industries, and hippity-hoppity your nanoforge is my property. Thus ends Rocket Launcher's UAF journey for the moment. He shall forever be remembered as the captain who fit Irilaru with a cursed hammer torpedo spam loadout, and somehow became famous for it. But Ducky, how did you make the big kabooms? Well, that's just a large-size semi-breve. 2 of them. I've been intentionally not using them all run because, well, Big Kaboom is pretty damn big and kind of trivializes a lot of things when used properly. You want to do it yourself? Well, save up about 1.5 million credits. Buy or otherwise acquire a Purcell, this thing. It looks like this, you can't miss it. And you'll need 2 semi-brief launcher larges. Put them in the large slots. Front toward enemy. That's the build. The rest is just whatever fills slots. I suggest more missile spam to overwhelm point defense. The UAF is always a fun faction to play. They're strong if you know how to pilot them and know how to build them. They can be ballistic focused, carrier focused, or missile focused, or a mix of all 3. As usual, there's a pile of story content that I've mostly ignored. I've played it all before at this point, and going through it would have added a week or more to just recording this run, and I really need to get this video done, so I've not committed too many war crimes. We are not the baddies. This time. For now. Probably. Wait. Orphans made 86,000?